Hello, my name is Chedomir Nestorovic, and I'm a professor in the management department at FSEC Business School in Singapore. Today, we are going to talk about the business of halal. Halal food is the biggest business that we have in Islamic economy after Islamic finance. Today, it represents about $1.9 billion, but in a few years to come, all expectations are tending towards $3 trillion. There is no company which is not present in this business, and the biggest companies that are producing halal food are practically all coming from Western countries, such as Nestle, such as Unilever, such as McDonald's, and the others. Halal means what is permissible for Muslims to use and to consume. However, defining exactly what is permissible is not very clear. If we refer to the Quran, in that case, we can identify three clear prohibitions. On one side, we have the carrion, that is the dead animal. On the other side, we have blood. And the third thing is the swine flesh. But if we are going further, and if we refer to the book written by Yusuf al-Qaradawi, which is called The Lawful and Prohibited in Islam, we have several more categories, not only what is permissible, what is prohibited, but also what is permitted or what should be avoided. So it means that at the end of the day, there is some doubt about some ingredients. So this is why the third term, which is always associated with halal, permissible, and haram, prohibited, the third term is mashbuh, and it means something which is doubtful, that we don't know exactly if it is permissible or not. And the example coming from the Oreo chocolate is showing it, because in the list of ingredients, we have some ingredients that we are not sure if they are prohibited or if they are permitted. Saying that something is halal is only referring to the fact that the product is allowed and permitted for the Muslims, but it doesn't touch the question of quality. So if we want to add the quality element, in that case we are using another term, which is tayyib, and tayyib means that it is something which is good, something which is wholesome, something which is delicious. This is why in the recent time we have more and more companies which are putting together the terms halal and tayyib, such as in the case of the halal sausage, where the brand is called the Tayyib brand. There are several issues of contention when it comes to halal because the modern ways of production are putting or introducing many doubts concerning the validity and the permissibility of the products. The first one is the use of gelatin. The second one is referring to the person who is authorized to do the sacrifice of the animal. The third one is attached to the mechanical slaughter. And the last one is the pre-stunning of animals before slaughtering. On all these four areas, we have serious discussions, not only in Western countries, but also in Muslim countries. Yes, an example concerning halal gelatin, it is clearly indicated on some products, but not on all products that we have in Western markets. If there are areas of contention, it means that we don't have a unique halal certificate based on a unique halal standard. So we have several standards and several certificates worldwide, and sometimes they are contradicting each other. In Southeast Asia, the different certification agencies tend to harmonize their features, but this is not the case in all other countries, especially in Western countries. And it can also happen that we have some unusual situations where a clearly pork product is labeled as a halal product. In spite of the uncertainties concerning the halal certificate and standards, the Western countries are embarking on the halal train, and all of them propose more and more halal products to their consumers. As an example, we'll take the case of the United Kingdom. As far as supermarkets are concerned, but also concerning fast food, we have more and more retailers, more and more points of sale offering halal food. And when McDonald's opened its first halal restaurant in the UK, they didn't hesitate to use a very outstanding and very visible campaign in order to inform its customers that it is a halal restaurant now. The problem is that we can also have a backlash, and this backlash is fueled by the political dimension when some activists or some political parties are asking to boycott halal food.